Erica Lorraine Spencer here. This is the P.O.C. pattern of conduct, the ongoing real-time documentation of what is the criminal pattern of conduct of federal stalking in violation of 18 U.S.C. sections 2261A subsection 1 and subsection 2. This is the pattern of conduct underway by a public entity, that is the state of California, that is engaging in federal stalking in concert with the people of the state of California. So this is group conduct. And this is the practicing of what are the criminal elements of monitoring amongst what is the demon possessed. And so this is what is documentation of terrorism as it is underway by a public entity in concert with the people of the state who are in the shoes of the government as this criminal system is in ceaseless operation. And as the state engages in this demented group conduct, this is revealing how the public entity, that is the state of California, that is in the United States of America, how terrorism of an American citizen plays out, what that looks like, how that is facilitated amongst a people, amongst a government, how it is public corruption in plain sight, and not only that, how you formulate policy and how you prosecute that which is demonic conduct, it's demonic activity, but that which is in no way impervious to prosecution in federal court, and being subject to ratification into federal policy. This is the P.O.C. All right, 8:55 a.m. and documentation of what sexual violence inside of the Ontario public health clinics at 150 East Holt Boulevard. And I've already shown the pattern. The state's keeping its fake sun over that building while I am inside of it, leaving from the museum. And then you have what is directed light that is also not only outside, it is inside of the bathroom. That is a predator, fully intending to engage in federal stalking. You are intending on engaging in stalking in the bathroom while directed light is inside of that private space. And then you are witnessing what is activity creation. That is all direct evidence of federal stalking in the private space. And that is a predator, okay? And so this is what I'm documenting. 8TKL925, and I want to document Allied Universal is a predator engaging in predatory conduct, monitoring in the same environment, monitoring pursuant to that same activity, that same predatory stalking activity inside of that bathroom, and anticipating my arrival as I'm subject to a system. And this is how a company such as Allied Universal, this is Matas, I happen to even know this third party's name, this is a male that is engaging in that conduct. All right, so I want to document that. San Bernardino Sheriff's Department engaging in federal stalking, bathroom monitoring, crossing path right now in directed light under the fake sun, dragging a blue bucket, which is no form. This is 8WMP539, 6WIC856, 18536X1. San Bernardino Sheriff driving vehicle with license plate 1516154. 6WIT228, 48731T2, 5HXE133, 6ATM 647, 528 MUT, but it looks like they're covering up a character on their license plate, or I guess 528 MUT. That's what I see. It is currently again 8:57 a.m. and that is bathroom monitoring by the Sheriff's Department as they're loitering a relevant position under the fake sun. And crossing path, dragging. Let me show you how demons operate. He's dragging a blue ice chest type looking, whatever. That is audible activity. That's the purpose of that. This is a demon that's wearing a Sheriff's Department uniform. That's the only distinction. And actually, there is no distinction there. You're getting past what are veils. You're looking at what is demonic activity and the sexual violence and the malice with which demons conduct themselves while they're engaging in what is criminal activity. 8JSC704. And this is San Bernardino County, okay? 8CDG641. The company's SEPA Operations, CEPA Operations, Inc., California 438343, license plate 00491D3. License 4ZEK981, 8TWJ947, 8VDJ813, 03671U2, 6ZHC227, 7NHM930, 8BXL257, 7BEC918, 5NQC563, 7AQV426, 8UVM969, 8ULK597, 8USS068, 8GC, I believe, 8GCW229, 7VDA353, 8XSF645, 6JTP261. And what you're also understanding is, as you're looking at what is the maintenance of that environment, you're literally looking at what is the creation of what is multiple shadows while I'm inside of a bathroom, inside of a hallway, inside of a county office, a building. This is the same light activity, which is engineered light. This is not normal light. This is not what happens when you turn on a lamp in your room, when you turn on the kitchen light in your house, when you turn on a bathroom light. And it's the same thing in any building. This is the state's engineered light, which they intentionally placed inside of the private space. They intentionally placed inside of that building with knowledge that I entered to use that private space. That is a predatory conduct. They engage in amplifying noise inside of that bathroom while that engineered light is present, and they are all in relevant position, including entering inside of that private space. That's predatory conduct. This is the same venue where the state is amplifying plane activity flying over while I am in the private space engaging in private activity, which demons, by the way, are corporately aware of while they engage in this predatory conduct of placing engineered light and entering into create audible activity and amplifying activity inside of the private space while they are systematically monitoring. They are documenting themselves as they get on the elevator. That's amplified audible activity inside of the bathroom while they're in relevant position. Remember this. Engineered light is present. They are engaging in the pattern of conduct. What you are also understanding is while this engineered light, you're talking about the outward demonstration of demonic activity. This is, in other words, pacing of demons who are in this environment inside of the county building. They're pacing outside in relevant position to the bathroom. They're pacing in the parking lot. They're under the fake sun. This is the ongoing system. This is what I'm showing you, the demonic system that's underway as they are engaging in what is federal stalking. That includes the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, which is already known. This is why they engaged in what is literally the demonic system in operation that I documented them engaging in on their own surveillance cameras, and that it's going to be direct evidence for understanding how the state is engaging in what is kidnapping, which is obstruction of justice, where the public entity is engaging in this system, and also understanding demonic activity. As those who are decorated as law enforcement engage in it. 8N78500. The same exact engineered light that I'm showing you on the corners and the parking lots inside of the buildings is inside of the Sheriff's Department facilities. 8VZR712, 8AOC027. And that's exactly what the demon-possessed inmates were pacing around to, including the deputies. These are demons that I witnessed while I was kidnapped. Okay? By the way, did not have a communication device. And this is how I'm saying they are engaging in federal stalking, but this satanic conduct exceeds their criminal purpose of monitoring with communication devices, which is in violation of existing federal law. All right. 7JQM509. So while you have what is a demon-possessed stalker walking on the sidewalk in front of you under the fake sun, they're creating audible activity and maintaining relevant positioning. That's how that goes, okay? 7ZUY252, that's how you are, and that's why you are maintaining an environment. This is the same parking garage where the 150 East Holt employees park, where I showed you my shadow inside of the depths of that parking garage, which is absolutely impossible light activity. That's not only demonic, it's not only really weird. Why are you even pointing light in that direction? That's what you should be asking yourself. All right. Not my ability to capture it on documentation. Doesn't pose anything about me. It suggests something about everyone else that I'm revealing engaging in this satanic conduct. And that was enlarged shadow at a distance while I'm inside of a parking garage. There is no light activity whereby that's exactly what you're seeing inside of the Fontana Lewis Library. Light being projected horizontally at a distance, manifesting itself on a wall, creating double shadows, magnified size of shadows. That's what was in this parking garage. Those are the predators that are monitoring, showing that they are all demon possessed. All right, 5YXY344. JCSON. Maintaining presence in that parking garage where the state is aiming directed light. SOF 922. It's 9:03 a.m. All right, stalking with peculiarized light at Brian's Automotive. This is Transit and Plum. I'm sorry, not Transit and Plum. This is Plum and... Oh, I'm right. It's Transit and Plum. Yeah. Where the state's fake sun is no longer over the museum. I showed you how it moves to Center Ice Arena. This is where the state's fake sun is moving. You are engaging in a demonic behavioral pattern. 7PLM964, stalking with peculiarized light. And this is Brian's Automotive. Yeah. This is Brian's Automotive, where they're engaging in the P.O.C. And 7HAH238, 6MTX425, 2858483. This is Puritan Bakery in relevant position. That's noise that they're making under the fake sun in relevant position to what is the maintenance of peculiarized light. Vidco Foods also. License plate 7KUD373, 8STR721, 8KCK913. License 6ZBE473. It's 9:05 a.m. The state's fake sun is over B&G Plaza. And you're just going to recall what is today compared with what was, and today being Tuesday, October 12th, what was October 10th, where the state's fake sun is remaining over me as I'm going the opposite direction, which is west on Holt Boulevard, and the state is engaging in molestation and assault with directed lights, such like 8FWM782 does. 8KGU665, directed light on the driver's side while they are under the fake sun crossing path. This is the demon that is monitoring, 6XCU883. Entering inside of what is the drive-through of Andy's Burgers, parking in front of the parking lot of Andy's Burgers, and exiting out of the B&G parking lot of B&G Plaza. It's 9:06 a.m. All right, 7RUC453. Monitoring with, this is criminal cooperation. The City of Ontario is in alignment with me at the Center Ice Skating Arena across the street while this group stalker drives in front of me. They're monitoring together as I exit Andy's Burger. And I want to show you something. I just completed a purchase inside of Andy's Burgers, but I just want to show you an example of directed light. Omnitrans is maintaining presence at the B&G Plaza as I walk through. It is bus number 2363, maintaining presence at the the Holt and Sultana bus stop. It is right there outside of the B&G Plaza, and I am walking through the parking lot. So this is maintenance of presence. And as I begin recording this on my podcast, Omnitrans takes off, which is the creation of audible activity and light activity. You've seen the directed light while they are moving under the state's engineered light source, and monitoring with the rest of the venue. Okay. That's 7YPM217. And I am at what is B&G Plaza at Shiro's Liquor at 9:11 a.m. Fake sun is over my head. All right, license 7YPM217. 6RZD073. Eight VIS 802, 8 ETZ 189, 8 THM 932. All right, the demons on Holt Boulevard. State is flashing light while they drive by. 5DCJ727, one of those demons. They're patrolling, and they literally cross path on the road as I dig in my bag, and then it's like flash photography, flash, 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 and a line of directed light that appears on the sidewalk as I touch something and pull it out of my bag. All right, these are demons. These are freaks of human nature. These are the cockroaches that I'm identifying that are engaging in this system. But this is the reality of demonic behavior. They're demented beings. 5LTF 129, including Ontario PD. I've already thoroughly documented that. License plate 8JTH158. San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, demon-possessed stalker, crossing path, 8TU 630. I can't really see that whole one, though. Sheriff's Department crossing path in a white van driving west on Hope Boulevard at 9:21 a.m. on traffic cameras at Holt and Plum as well. And approaching, turning on the transit, so that would be visible on the Holt and Euclid Avenue cameras as well. They turn south onto transit. I'm sorry, Lemon. Turn left onto Lemon from Hope Boulevard. It's 9:22 a.m. 7ZTW 878. (28916P2). Directed light coming toward me at Walnut Cross Path, 8VDJ 813. There's a great distance between the sidewalk and the street. 8XBM 516. That's how focused these demons are on me. The same directed light that I've shown you, they're aiming it all the way, stretching it all the way across the street in order to touch the sidewalk. All right? Yeah. That's demonic. And they are the freaks of nature, including United States Postal Service. License, same. I can't really see those. But they are driving what is east and west on Holt Boulevard, and I'm sitting at bus stop number 7909, the same one where Omnitrans was maintaining presence as I walked through the parking lot of B&G Plaza. It's 9:24 a.m. (8X29 381), I believe. City of Ontario's crossing path. 6YJW 625. 81213Y1 in a Todd Chapel vehicle where they have a casket in the car. 8V, I can't really see that one. 8YVN 771, can't really see that one though. Let's see. License plate 8RTB 390. United States Postal Service. Let's get these license plates at 9:25 a.m. Engaging in the same exact stalking with directed light. 8EEY 812. United States Postal Service 1261506. 7CLK 797. 8YCZ 377. 8WLC 369. 8NUY 150. NGA7CNA. That's an Arizona plate. 6WHK094. 8XIM 179. Student Transportation of America, that's a school bus line. 5SRC 796, I believe. Aramark is crossing path on Sultana and stalking in the parking lot. You'll see on B&G cameras, loitering in relevant position behind me while they are patrolling on Holt Boulevard. Is license plate 8USN 224. And a fan of directed light as that demon-possessed stalker turns their vehicle in the street. And this is currently, Omnitrans is coming, it's 9:26 a.m. All right, on Route 61, 23428Y2.
Stop requested. If possible.
7NYF 914. And this is the P.O.C, how the state has directed light on the bus and keeping its fake sun through the window of the bus in alignment with me and crossing a path while you're in traffic. They're maintaining presence in traffic and on the bus. They're getting on and off the bus. Uh-oh. Wow. That was a bad move. That's my stuff falling. It's okay. Was it nobody hitting or anything? Thank you. And this is how you're engaging in maintenance of the elements on the bus. Thank you. I think there's one more thing. Do you mind getting that? It's right under you. No, it's not your fault. Thank you. It is currently 9:31 a.m. 9:32 a.m. 7KOL 929. And so, like I was saying, my stuff fell as she pounded down on the brakes. So you have what is the maintenance of the elements while I'm on the bus, and this is how you're engaging in the same exact pattern of conduct while I'm walking outside, while I remain inside of a building. The state keeps its fake sun there, the state keeps directed light there, and the people are maintaining presence. That's exactly what's ongoing while I'm on the venue of Omnitrans. Keeping the fake sun in the window in alignment, in other words, and you can literally follow the route of the state's fake sun by looking at the map of Route 61, because that's where the state is going with its fake sun.
Grove Avenue.
It's 9:32 a.m. at Grove Avenue and Hall Boulevard. 7YAW 692 8XEB. I can't see the rest of that one. It is currently, like, I just captured video before I got on the bus showing you what is the placement of the state's light source over B&G Plaza, while directed light is sprawling across the asphalt while group stalkers cross path. 8XEB 578. $7KOL 929. Everybody on this bus that I'm on is monitoring. 7WL 569. I can't really see that one though. 8NHN 535. Everyone getting on and off the bus is creating activity and engaging in crossing a path and light activity creation. PYZ 296. State's fake sun is going the opposite direction of the 1647 Holt Boulevard, the San Bernardino County Human Services Department, and I've already documented the state's fake sun remaining over that venue after this time. I'm there early in the morning, remaining there, and the state kept its fake sun over that venue. Just showing what is stalking with light. Vulcan, VULCAN, that's a commercial actor, monitoring. As I've already documented, it's 9:35 a.m. and the state is, let me see, 8GME 528, and the state is keeping its light source in alignment with me, which is showing you what the state was doing, while at the same time I captured the state's fake sun over me in the city of Upland. Right, when I ventured west on Foothill Boulevard, starting at 7:50 in the morning, starting at the 80 Foothill Boulevard, the U.S. Bank branch, and I documented what was stalking with light as I traveled west on Foothill Boulevard that morning. To October 10th, 2021, where I'm at Starbucks ultimately, and then I returned to Ontario Village 11:17 a.m., 11:28 a.m., which is what I was speaking to yesterday while I'm at Upland, and I'm recalling that documentation that I just captured 24 hours earlier. You have what is, I am traveling west on Holt Boulevard, and what you have is the state maintaining presence with me as I'm going in an entirely different direction. This is that which is impossible. All right, not only the light activity, which is why I've termed it impossible light activity, it is called stalking with light. This is demonic at its root, but a public entity engages in stalking with a light source, stalking with light, methods of light that are maintaining presence on and around me in concert with the people of the state, all of whom are engaging in what is federal stalking. They're monitoring with communication devices. And this is also the practicing of what is demonic activity by a public entity. That is the state of California. And this is license plate. I can't see that one, but I want to be clear. You have what is maintenance of the state's light source while I'm on a transit line. So this is Route 61. You can literally look at the map for Route 61 and see the path that the state took with its fake sun. And it is also informative as to the ongoing pattern of conduct while I'm subject to it on the bus. Because that's everyone that is monitoring within a radius. All right, you can literally go street by street. The state is keeping its fake sun. They're all monitoring, including the Ontario Airport where I'm at right now, Terminal Way and Airport. License 8SGG671.
Stop requested. If possible, please use rear doors.
Si posible. Favor usar la puerta trasera.
7HTY173. San Bernardino County, 6TLU 948.
Welcome to Ontario International Airport, Terminal 2. You are using Alaska, Delta, United, Aeromexico, or Polaris Airlines.
8SZW783.
Thank you for riding Omnitrans.
00090G3. 00774M2. 7AX. I can't really see the rest of them.
Thank you. 6USU09. Oh wait, 6USO981. I believe it's 9:39 a.m. And this is a P.O.C. at the Ontario Airport. So while Omni transits with peculiarized light, that is light activity under the light source, which is directly over the bus at the Ontario Airport. 8YPP. I can't see the rest of that one. 70XH049. 18248F3. They are systematically monitoring as they are crossing the path as well. Inside of the airport, you need to know this entire venue is engaging in monitoring with communication devices. That's why the environment is present. CRU, but it looks like an out-of-state plate. 6HVR168. 6J EU1. I can't really see that one that clearly enough. 5LRP301. TWK258. It's 9:42 a.m. 6E50032. 6WXW165. Oh, and I stated that rider is 6ZAP324, I believe. 7ZXZ523. 6FVL120. Rider is crossing path on the roads and highways while they're driving on the road, and also maintaining presence at the airport itself. They're monitoring at the airport on those grounds and also crossing path on the road. That's RYDER, the commercial actor. It is, this bus driver is a female, number 3338. That's per the display on the bus. 6ZAP324. Just want to make sure that one's correct. 8FVL220. Yeah. L15947. That is audible activity. While peculiarized light is created by a large truck on the side of the road in relevant position, and the fake sun is in the window of this vehicle. It's called audible activity. License plate. I'm at Archibald and Inland Empire, monitoring at the Arco, at the Chevron. I'm looking at Elias Company Staffing at 720 Inland Empire. This plaza, they're monitoring. State's fake sun is in the window. We're traveling on Inland Empire. License 5YRM SH. I can't really see the rest of them. At Via Molinara and Inland Empire. D2 8ATB234. It's 9:47 a.m. Alright, 6RDT495. Capturing video at 9:48 a.m. showing the maintenance of the state's light source in the window of the bus, aiming directed light on the bus, while the people are patrolling around the bus. 8HOY802. right, third party utilizing Coca-Cola as a means of crossing path. 8RSN 463, I believe. And that's at the same intersection where I captured the video, the fake sun at Haven and Inland Empire. Passing La Quinta Inn. Passing Kendrew. Falcon Wealth. Martinez. This is the Inland Empire office. They're monitoring the state's fake sun over City National Bank as I'm going down the road. These are venues that are systematically monitoring. This is the state's system in operation. And she pounds on the brakes. That's intentional, and it's an act of harassment. It's also activity creation. As you heard, as all my stuff dropped on the floor, that's also activity creation while I'm reciting her criminal activity in real time. And she's not acting by herself. This is Inland Empire, Empire Tires at the intersection of Inland Empire and, what is this? MGR. Banner Bank at 3999. That's the address. It's off of Inland Empire. That's audible activity as I touch my zipper on my jacket. She's stalking with activity. This is a demon, okay? This is Pacific Lending. Let's see. Mathis Brothers. CarMax. They're monitoring. We're going down Inland Empire Boulevard. State's fake sun is remaining over me. So I'm naming venues where P.O.C. is underway. Home Center, Ontario. That is a plaza. Omnitrans is crossing path at 9:52 a.m. Omnitrans crosses path going the opposite direction on Inland Empire. U.S. Bank, the AM/PM, passing Milliken and Mall. Now she's just honking as she's going through intersections. It's a mode of audible activity. And she knows that I'm calling out her acts of demonic behavior, stalking with audible activity. 8 VAS 244.
Ontario Mist Transit Center. Service to routes 61, 81, 82, 290.
6GTN 898.
Stop requested. If possible, please use rear doors.
Si posible, favor usar la puerta trasera.
YHP 935. 6SXD 428, I believe. It's 9:54 a.m. at the Ontario Mills, where they're monitoring. Specifically, I'm right here at the little bus stop area where the McDonald's is. They're in relevant position. They're monitoring at the McDonald's, maintaining presence via the drive-thru. That's a source of presence and light activity, patrolling in and out of this driveway, this entire plaza. Bone and Broth, this is 4320 is the address I'm looking at. This entire plaza, they're monitoring. The entire mall is monitoring. I'm speaking to my presence, where they're at. This is the same, JB and Hunt is crossing path. You have, this is the same one where the state engages in flying over the bus with a helicopter. That's what I just documented. 93933T1, I believe. The license plate right now. The state flew over, and this, I've already documented this as well, flying through the same venue. The state flying over by helicopter, flying around the bus in relevant position. This is generally speaking, Omnitrans P.O.C. It's the ongoing pattern of conduct that I've shown, but this is very regular on the Omnitrans transit line, the pattern of conduct. And this is what I'm saying, the template, you are literally applying it to whatever sort of venue, and I'm showing how it is, I have established how it is a state system. And that is why you have that which is not the sun in the window of the bus, and that which is not sunlight, directed light on the bus. It is currently 9:55 a.m. BDK 406, 7WNF 106, 9G11995. That's a large truck. 7L ZX759. Penske is crossing path as well. SINFAS is crossing path. 4FZS022.
Slide.
64752C3. FedEx is crossing path. It's 9:58 a.m. FZS022, direct the light across the window while they're crossing path. Capturing video at 10 o'clock in the morning. That is a very key time. I'm documenting many venues at the same time as I'm showing what is the state stalking with the light source. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm literally all over the map. And you have what is the placement of the state's fake sun in alignment with me while I'm in transit on the Omnitrans bus line. This is documentation of what is stalking with light, subject to federal stalking by entirely demented actors representing the state. That is the people of the state acting via Omnitrans, the people of the state surrounding a relevant position in traffic and in third-party and state facilitating venues, namely the West Valley Detention Center that I documented. It's at 10 a.m. The state's fake sun is over this venue while I am on Route 61, and the state is keeping its fake sun pacing with me through the window, which I'm showing in that video. And this is 10 o'clock, and this is impossible with remaining stationary, as I've shown at 10 o'clock in the morning, before 10 o'clock and after 10 o'clock. But 10 o'clock on the dot, I'm showing as I'm entering Ontario Ovitt Family Community Library, where the state is engaging in federal stalking at that venue. At 10 o'clock in the morning at Upland Public Library, where the state is engaging in federal stalking at that venue, and the state's fake sun is over that venue in the city of Upland. The state's fake sun over the Ontario Museum of History and Arts at 10 o'clock while I remain at that venue. And you have what is, in addition to the documentation that I've shown, where I am, for example, at Economy Inn, where the state is, again, my documentation is not only present, capturing what is the presence of the fake sun at a particular time. You're talking about the maintenance of that light source as I remain at that venue for the duration of the day. And that is it's that part right there. Okay, so you have what is the state's fake sun. I'm capturing at 10 o'clock a.m. 10 a.m. You want to look at that video. It is amazing, especially as you're looking at what is the documentation that I have accumulated, and even specific to, I guess you can look at the specific time of 10 a.m. This is what I'm mentioning, but my the wealth of the documentation is showing what is stalking with light. But let's look at where I am at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can search through my YouTube videos, for example, and look at what is 10 o'clock in the morning. Where am I capturing the state's fake sun that is remaining over my head, center? It's in its zenith. It's not just over the atmosphere. It remains in alignment with me. It remains literally over the building where I am for the entirety of my stay there, and then moves as I move. All right. This is the pattern of conduct underway while I'm on the Omnitrans bus line that are engaging in what is federal stalking in concert with the people of the state. All right, it's currently 10:04 a.m. and it's P.O.C. Counting on the brakes, but 64752C3 24. Let's see, 366E3 at what is, let's see,
San Bernardino Avenue. I believe Inland Empire turns into San Bernardino Avenue.
and it's a cross street. 7E10257. This African American male stalking with activity pulls up next to me while he was behind at the red light. He pulls forward as I begin operating my communication device, driving a black Mustang at the stoplight, stalking in the path under the fake sun.
License plate 8WLV602.
It's 10:06 a.m. Let's see. It is 10:07 a.m. You're also going to remember at 10 o'clock, I've also documented the state's fake sun, 10:04, 10:07, 10:38. Remember that? And I'm remaining at what is 630 North Front Avenue. State's fake sun is captured there as well. The point of it is wherever I am at 10 o'clock in the morning, that's where the fake sun is. It's not the sun. It's 10:08 right now. I'm at Live Oak Avenue and
San Bernardino Avenue.
yeah. 5XEN203. BP10243. It's 10:12 a.m. at Takai and San Bernardino Avenue. Takai, Tokay, Tokay, passing Shinoya and San Bernardino Avenue. Passing the Fontana Unified School District, the administration building, where they are monitoring at Citrus and San Bernardino Avenue, 5MBW935.
State's fake sun
remaining over the bus. Alright, not possibly over the Upland Public Library, aiming what is directed light, just like I told you, not sunlight, through that window on the side of the Upland Public Library, and then aiming light through the ceiling. That's the state's light source, that's not the sun. Because it's not possibly both remaining stationary there, aiming all that light, and also in motion in the window of this bus as I am in Fontana. Okay, that's called P.O.C. That's the P.O.C. of stalking with light. And it is the indicator of what is demon possession. And it is rampant demon possession in the state of California. 5XBR 538. Their whole operation, the entire operation, is fully exposed. Fully exposed. Let's see. 8A650523, I believe. It's essentially somewhere. I can't really see that color.
Cypress Avenue.
8VNF971. 5SAN932, but I can't really see that one. I'm at Cypress and San Bernardino Avenue. 04796C1. 6RBG662. 7LBF534. 6VWE464. 7CNF510. 8NDR190. 10:15 a.m. 8RAZ006. 7RYG. I can't wait to see that one. 6UZX. Oh, you can scratch that one too. Hold on. 8 PVS 207.
$700.
Alrighty, capturing the state's light source over me on the window of the bus of the Omnitrans at 10:15 a.m. and just drawing the immediate contrast to, for example, Upland Public Library. But I'm capturing video at 10:15 a.m. at Ontario Ovitt Family Community Library. I am showing what is the placement of the state's fake sun over me in two different cities. One where I'm stationary and it's through the window of that venue, and another where I am in motion on the bus in a different city and it's over me. Okay. It is 10:16 a.m. That's video that I captured at Mallory Drive and Juniper while I'm in Fontana. Okay, that's called the pattern of conduct. 5GVK603, 7AZC257. 1207143 5394 3E1. Ashley Furniture is monitoring in the parking lot, utilizing a vehicle with the brand Ashley Furniture on it, where that demon-possessed stalker is utilizing that company, exposing them to what is federal prosecution. They are monitoring. I'm at Sierra and Marigold at 10:17 a.m. $8CDW319, 8PFA146, 7ZLJ174. This is, let's see, I don't see any backlights to on that trip. 7RVZ 770, 7DGA329, 8RZC 871, 7B15131, 5WEP 577. FUL 822. It's 10:19 a.m. JES 180.
Holly Street.
Seven YFD 172.
Stop requested. If possible, please use rear doors.
7LNT 557.
Have you heard about the newest way to get around town? OmniRide Gino Dealers and OmniRide Up are now getting ready to make your transit needs. Download the OmniRide on-demand app today or visit omnitrains.org for more information.
Grand 11.
6HFJ 101, I believe. 7LZAB17, 6ATE 703, 7NOC 172. Directed light streaming across the top of the bus where they have their digital display that tells you stop requested. The state is aiming directed light on that digital display. While the demons that are crossing path on the road are crossing path, the same conduct I show you outside, that's what the state's doing on this bus. 7MBB 408.
5CDD226. 5WZT476 90630X1. It's 10:22 a.m. 8SRX 791, and I'm at Sierra Avenue and Merrill Avenue in Fontana. Fake sun is over the bus. Monitoring hardcore at Sierra and Merrill at the Arco. Heavy presence there. The people think they can hide at a gas station and get gas or go buy some donuts at the gas station. Yeah, they're monitoring. And that's the demon possessed. That's the malice that the entity acts with. Ceres Avenue and Sierra Avenue. 16838. That address, that is a venue. That's a third-party facilitating venue. Oh, I can't really see that one. Let's go to that one. All right, so what you are noticing is that it is in a different time of day. This is morning time. Been here in the afternoon, been here in the evening. State keeping its fake sun over me. And also the documentation that already exists where the state is keeping its fake sun in an entirely different city over a venue for however long I'm there, present as I enter, present as I exit, yet remaining over me as I go to a different location. This is the significance of what I captured as I went to Los Angeles County as well. This is the pattern of conduct of an entity that's engaging in what is federal stalking. The unprecedented level of stalking conduct by what are the demon possessed. This is maintenance of a demonic environment where you are stalking with light because they are engaging in monitoring with communication devices. But this is the practicing of demonic activity by government and in concert with the people of the state. And there is no commercial actor that is excused from it. You're seeing how the same exact pattern of conduct is underway. The same exact criminal elements being maintained through the use of some commercial means of commercial actor. 8KNH 688. There is no form, in other words, whereby the maintenance of that state's pattern of conduct is underway, and that also reasonably follows. It is a matter of public corruption. It is existing in plain sight, and I'm showing you what are the elements as the demonic engage in them together. And what is inherent to that pattern of conduct is sexual violence, harassment, and what is the demonic acting out their hostility as you are exposing what is the sick system that they are engaging in together as an entity. It is currently 10:25 a.m. This is P.O.C. at Fontana Metrolink Center. All right, the African American, the female engaging in P.O.C. on video. This is a demon. All right, and she's pacing around the bus. Peculiarized light and also light activity and audible activity. This is what she's doing now. License plate 1234520, and she's on operation of a communication device under the fake sun and in directed light. Okay, this is license plate. Let me get bus number 2354. They're all stalking with peculiarized light, and the fake sun is present and directed light is present. That's what they're all in. They're all in directed light. This is license 1420027, excuse me, and 1545685, Omnitrans. All right, again, that African American that's engaging in what is P.O.C. terrorism, directed light by the bus as she drives off 1234520 because she's in the state's engineered light. This is P.O.C. She drove off without you? Dang, messed up, huh? It is 10:29 a.m. That's P.O.C. All right, 8SYF 896 7GKU 930 73590S2. And this is the same pattern, the same terrorism by the people of the state that are acting with the public entity, crossing path under engineered light and directed light streaming backwards toward me while they're driving past. And they are engaging in stalking, and that's why their light activity is focused on my location. All right, this is the obsessive stalking and monitoring by the demon possessed. And those actors crossing path and engaging in that same conduct. All right, and this is the entirety of that system in operation. You go to any random place and you have the same impossible conduct occurring. Yeah, that's not a coincidence. That's called a pattern. And this is how you document a public entity, and this is how you're also identifying what's demonic conduct. That's terrorism as you are prosecuting it. Terrorism by the demon possessed. 6FJL439, who are also sex offenders, touching in that manner, having no right to touch while they're a freak, weird stalker. 7VYK180, 8VKH359, 8KWJ538. And so it also goes without saying, because I was going to capture another video at 10:30, speaking to what is a video that I've captured at 10:30 a.m. And understand, while I'm speaking to what is the prosecution of Starbucks, I'm speaking to what is the prosecution of the Ontario Ovid Family Community Library. I'm speaking to what is the prosecution of the Upland Public Library. I'm speaking to what is the prosecution of the state actors that engaged in kidnapping, all right? Because that is serving what is obstruction of justice while I was documenting this, which the entity knows. And that is why I was subject to repeated acts of kidnapping. And what was also criminal defamation. They tried to kidnap me and then just tried to throw me into a mental ward, having no right to ever arrest me in the first place. And also, it doesn't actually exist where an entity is monitoring you. All right, but that was literally straight up and down a kidnapping by the Ontario Police Department, the demon-possessed stalkers that I have thoroughly documented. 10:30 a.m., but like I said, 10:26 a.m. is the same time as 10:30 a.m. The state's fake sun is over me. I've already established what the state is doing, so it's remaining over me at 10:30 a.m. As I am walking to the Fontana Lewis Library and Technology Center. And you're also going to recall the state engaging in this same exact route in the afternoon, in the evening, where it is remaining. So this is the documentation that you're witnessing, absolutely impossible light. That is clearly not the sun. So what is the state doing? Where is this alleged sun if I'm going to Fontana in the afternoon? So that this is that which does not follow. I've already documented this same exact route later in the day. The state is doing this route with its fake sun earlier in the day and already documented remaining present, supposedly setting in alignment with me at Spring Street and Sierra, aiming what is directed light through that library, keeping its fake sun over the building. It's already documented presence at 4:45 over the library. All right, and so it's remaining and arriving at the library earlier in the day because I'm here earlier in the day. All right, this is the logic that you're applying when you're looking at what I'm showing, which is stalking with light. All right, it's 10:34 a.m. This is P.O.C. Stalking with Metrolink, license plate 8NSN747, 7GJR587. I'm standing at Sierra Avenue in Valencia, and you're hearing what is amplified sound of a train. Like you can hear the train on the tracks over here. That's what the state is amplifying. 6EJR976. Not just the horn blowing, but the train in motion on the tracks. That's called amplification. All right? That's what you're doing when you're creating a loud beeping noise while somebody is at the Bank of America ATM after you document them. And while I'm in the parking lot, you're amplifying the sound of that. That's impossible audible activity. All right? That's demonic, but you're also talking about what is an asinine psychopath. All right? That's the conduct of the psychopath that's monitoring. Cisco monitoring with them. Stalking with peculiarized light in that impossible environment. 9F03417. Stalking in the path of the fake sun while the state is providing the implausible audible activity of Metrolink and the sound of the Metrolink train on the tracks, while Cisco provides light activity with peculiarized lights, the hazard lights, under the fake sun. Okay? Cisco, SYSCO. And that's the front license plate, the California number for this vehicle. This is US.2408861, and making the loud booming banging noise is a Caucasian male with a bald head. And this is at Valencia and Sierra. All right, I captured on video so you can see where I am, because you heard on my podcast what was loud train activity, which you cannot hear. You can't hear that from Valencia and Sierra. The same thing the state does in Ontario. It's the same template. I've already shown you what the pattern of conduct is. You go from venue to venue to venue and just document. 6VVM860, 8CPZ738, 232ZX2, 6L57130, 4UHK870, 4FWU734. And I documented what is Cisco, SYSCO, engaging in the pattern of conduct with Metrolink while it's intentionally amplifying that train activity under the fake sun, which I also showed in that video at 10:37 a.m. 8VFJ284, 7TBZ984, 7B14471, 8WFS333, 7AMZ686, 7XWM271, 8BQW925, 8TDR316, 8SFV633, 8WPB423, 5PEF825. SKOSH1. It's 10:38 a.m. 8TIE 445. Fontana Police, vehicle number. Do we have one? Let's see. I don't see a vehicle number. Hold on, let me get this at 10:39 a.m. All right, P.O.C. capturing Fontana PD on video. License, if I can get 1475399. Monitoring with them, 7LVA 206, 4GUX 012, 8SDX 737, 4FJV 616, 213 OZN, that's an out of state, 8XST 250, 4FJ Z250, 8SAS 335, 8MBT 714, 7ZCW 598, 7TPK 154, 8DUE 455, 573TU handicap, NRG 1695 Texas, 8AYH 978, capturing Fontana Police engaging in the communication of a terrorizing threat while they are engaging in federal stalking, and they are also engaging in terrorism by virtue of their identity, the law enforcement agency, and also because this is an outward demonstration of demon possession. That's an act of terrorism. All right, while you are engaging in federal stalking and the fake sun is directly over me. 5 PFM 880 monitoring with the Fontana Police as well. 8LWF 552. 7NLR 739, 8KVY 229, 8TVB 556, 8SDP 261. All right, and again, the Fontana Police Department, they are the same agency that did engage in documented acts of kidnapping while I am kidnapped by the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. No license plate, all that, African-American minions vehicle. And you have what is on December 4th, early in the morning on December 4th after 12 a.m., where the West Valley Detention Center, this is kidnapping by the Ontario Police Department and the Rancho Cucamonga Superior Court, who is actually keeping me in custody is the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, engaging in a cooperative act of kidnapping, which is serving obstruction of justice, okay, while I'm documenting the pattern of conduct. So you have what is the Fontana Police engaging in federal stalking at Arrowhead Medical Center, who also engaged in criminal continuation of kidnapping on December 4th. And Fontana Police are in relevant position at that venue, 1545945, that's Omni, and engaging in what is federal stalking. Fontana Police also engaging in federal stalking and act of terrorism with the Kelly family. Charles Kelly, Lisa Kelly, these are minions of third-party facilitating venue Sunrise Church, not a true church, okay? These are the demon-possessed, monitoring, utilizing religion as their form, and this is in the city of Rialto. This is how I am familiar with these demons, and Charles Kelly and his family engaged in monitoring, utilizing their underage minion at the time, and this is how and why those under the age of 18 engaging in terrorism are in no way escaping prosecution, and Fontana Police engaged in that act of harassment while, again, this is within hours of being released from kidnapping by the Ontario Police on May 22nd, 2019, all right, which was upon criminal summoning by Tracy Banks. All right, so on this same day that I'm released from kidnapping, you have Fontana Police that engage in federal stalking via a traffic stop where they're monitoring you. You don't have any reasonable suspicion. You don't have probable cause. You're stalking. You're monitoring. And they did so in concert with the Charles family, who are operating communication devices, monitoring with law enforcement. And this actor of the Fontana Police Department, and this is published already. I'm just giving you history. I've documented Fontana Police already. Okay. And you have what is the maintenance of the state stalking via helicopter and airplanes over the Charles Kelly household, where they call themselves helping me. They were not helping me, okay? They are exposing me to federal stalking. They kept cameras in their home, okay? These are the demon-possessed, and they are watching me on cameras inside of their home. The state is stalking by plane and helicopter flying over their home in the Las Colinas subdivision, all right? And you have what is law enforcement in the Los Colinas subdivision creating light activity on the streets around the houses. You have what is his children, all right? All of his kids that are engaging in monitoring, all of them with communication devices. I'm talking about the entire P.O.C. that I've shown in operation inside of their house, okay? State putting its fake sun over their house, directed light present, law enforcement and plane and helicopter following, and this is after being released from kidnapping. And then Fontana police engage in what is a traffic stop, which is a means of harassment and terrorism while they are monitoring together. And you have what is that act of a documented P.O.C. with the Fontana PD. They're the same ones, and I just want to make sure I mention that as well. Fontana PD is not new to the pattern of conduct, and I have documented them before. This is ongoing documentation of what I captured right now. All right, with that long-nosed, demon-possessed stalker robed in a Fontana Police Department uniform under the fake sun. 8TKT344 enjoying my entire story, stalking in the path under the fake sun in his vehicle. 4GMK632, license 38420S1, 7GDD933, 8TCM591, 8PYH818, 7SLP640, 6CAJ665. CS64660, 8EIX200, United States Postal Service going out of their way. They want me to mention them because they already drove by and I didn't mention them, so that's a demon, all right? And that's a way of identifying just one actor. Understand? It's group conduct, all right? So identifying United States Postal Service is a means of identifying an actor of a group. United States Postal Service pacing around me at this intersection of Arrow and Sierra Avenue. It's 10:45 a.m. License plate 7MZD193. 84605C1, 11517X1, 7CLR069, 6NSP451, 7HPL051, 6UCM189, 8AGG692, 4PZY075, 23686U2, 8RRM564, 5MVV247, 4DLE079. All right, and State's fake sun is right over my head at the intersection of the Sierra and Arrow Boulevard at State Facilitating Venue, the Fontana Civic Center. This is the Chamber of Commerce. All right, and be clear, the state is documented placing its directed light. That's not sunlight that fills the Upland Public Library. That's not the sun that is over the ceiling of the Upland Public Library, as I'm showing you, while I am pointing out that ongoing distinction of being over the Fontana Lewis Library over the window. All right, and then the state is going to place its fake sun over the Upland Public Library and play disappearing acts with its directed light. This is what the state is doing because it's going to keep its fake sun here. It's 10:47 a.m. The state's going to keep its fake sun over the Fontana Lewis Library. 5JIN877, 8HIZ457, 7C97977, 5KIHD42. And that is the stripping to the nude, the demons that are engaging in this system, having nowhere to hide, showing the ongoing intentional conduct in a deliberately maintained environment, revealing the existence of a ceaseless system in operation day and night. All right, it is 10:47 a.m. That's amplified audible activity under the fake sun. Six ZND170, 54388R1, 8BQU230, 6NLF596, 8JIT476. 8LXL506, 7BMT364, FINCH, 8HLM648, 8KUL227, 8TAA085, 6DQK346. MJX257. It's 10:49 a.m. Eight BK 1165. Oh. 7COM 715. 8LDW 396. 7KTF 889. 7FFW 134. 8LLN 578. Stalking with peculiarized light 34809T1. All right, 8LLN 578. 6PXV 649, 8RQD915, the one on video with the minor child monitoring, 7HMJ919, 7NSW852. And the stalking with peculiarized light, this is Metro Express, California 137096, US dot 677034. Let me get this real quick. Coast 1622331. Crossing path, operation of communication device under the fake sun monitoring to this facilitating conduct and terrorism by Metro Express license 34809T1. Okay, this is license plate using a utility vehicle 8J31520. License 7NSW852, 66809S2, 7NSX828, 7LZN968, 5DTU572. Directed light while that demon-possessed stalker enters a parking spot. 7VBW236, 7XJJ773, 7COM715, 7UGZ322. This is 6YMX047. And this utility vehicle is Alfred Signs. License number 782854. They just stand around a sign, get a utility vehicle that says, oh, we work on signs, and they're in relevant position under the fake sun. Okay? P.O.C. Demon possessed. That's the malice with which the demon possessed engage in P.O.C. This is 10:53 a.m. Oh, that's funny. This is how you deprive demons of any form. They don't have any form. You're showing what are psychopaths and the desperate acts of being able to stalk you and monitor. It's demonic. All right, it's 10:53 a.m. That is P.O.C. Brink security crossing path as the state is sounding sirens upon my exit of Fontana Lewis Library to document the fake sun, which Brink security is crossing path underneath as well at 5:45 p.m. License 8LLH379 and 4ASX454. All right, license plate, stalking in the path. Oh, this one doesn't have a license plate on the back. 6ZMP468, 8WHD014, 7LLR900. 7UFD848, 7TRH371, 33609M2, 5PLC509. As my video documentation that is already published will show you, I'm showing you what is ongoing remaining of the state's light source in direct conflict with what I just documented yesterday, but the totality of that documentation. You're talking about the state aiming its fake sun in alignment with me at the same time, again, 5:45 p.m. as I exit. You're talking about also being at the Fontana Metrolink train station where I'm documenting molestation by entity, where the state's fake sun is at the Fontana Metrolink train station. You're also talking about what is the remaining of the state's fake sun at the Upland Public Library. All right, where it remains for the duration of the day over D Street, present in alignment with me as I exit the venue. All right, this is the substance of what you're going to see on my video documentation as I remain at the Fontana Lewis Library. It's 5:48 p.m. It's P.O.C. All right, I want you to listen to that. That is the ongoing hum of plane engines while this group stalker is molesting with the state, 8SQU044. And City of Fontana in doing the same, crossing a path, 88NX369. I'm still at Fontana Lewis Library and Technology Center, and that is the state sounding plane engines over my head while I'm standing outside of the entrance and am being molested with what is directed light. And group stalker 8SQU044 pulls up, and her form is that she's well, she doesn't have any form. She is stopped on the side in front of me at the sidewalk. They are in directed light, and I'm being molested with directed light while she is also touching with her headlights. But her headlights are not what are creating the magnified size of shadows and what is sprawling, fanning out on the sidewalk as she pulls up. She's stalking with the state. And that's City of Fontana as well. 8KRK317, 5P.O.C. 509, 7KHH 794, 7CTD 978, 8HQX 597, 7HPR 906, 8WH0014, 7HMT087, 8RLP162, 7GBT826, 7FFW134. It is 6:58 p.m. This is P.O.C. exiting the Fontana Lewis Library and Technology Center. And as I do so, the ongoing indication of state stalking, directed light, amplified activity like you're hearing, and also plane engines sounding directly over my head. All right. This is while I'm standing at the stairs, walking down the stairs. That's the phenomenon of hearing plane engines everywhere. And so that is the state that is targeting audible activity. This is the same thing that the state does in the bathroom, and that's what I'm speaking to when I'm talking about random noise. The state is able to and engages in the demonic conduct, it's demonic, of targeting audible activity to whatever space, whatever location. Okay. At 6TDH872, 8HLM648, 8BQU230. This is P.O.C. All right, I did capture what is directed light at the state facilitating venue of the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. And you have what is, I'm showing you what's directed light while I'm walking through the parking lot. And you have what is operation of a communication device as I capture. This is a state actor because this is a state facilitating venue. Meaning this is Fontana Chamber of Commerce. This is the parking lot of that venue. The Fontana Lewis Library is also a state facilitating venue. This is City of Fontana. So I want to make sure I state that. And this is also what I'm pointing out in the video is where I am showing during the day the same venue. And this is the pattern of conduct. I'm just showing you how not only does it not matter where you are, this is a state system. You're looking at what is the state's engineered light, the same parking lot during the day under the fake sun. You're looking at what is directed light while I have double shadows. And this group stalker that is monitoring, she's stalking while I'm walking through the parking lot. And as I gather video, they exit and they're using their vehicles as light. This is Fontana Chamber of Commerce 8HLM648. These are demon-possessed stalkers. And these are state actors, 8BQU230. That's P.O.C. I am looking at both my left and my right while they are sitting in their vehicles. They exit the venue as I'm capturing what is footage of directed light. That's direct evidence against them. And you're also witnessing what is the outward demonstration of demon possession as they are in that environment and engaging in the criminal elements of monitoring on video. That is, she is crossing path. They are creating light as well. They are in what is directed light. And they are stalking with activity with simultaneity to my capturing video. This demon-possessed stalker who's monitoring inside of the venue of the Fontana Chamber of Commerce walks out. Understand they're already maintaining presence. The state is hovering over the Fontana Lewis Library while 8HLM648 is stalking with light. All right, I did capture the state hovering over the Lewis Library, Fontana Lewis Library, just as I stated, while those state actors were creating light. Group stalking with those in the parking lot of Citibank as well. Those demons are sitting in their cars using their vehicles. You can literally identify the demons not only by virtue of being in relevant position, but the identical conduct that they engage in. 7XC and 242, 8WPK629, 7LOT121, 57488T2, 7LFE895, 7NVM360, 30650N1, It is 7:04 p.m. This is P.O.C. At the intersection of Arrow Boulevard and Sierra Avenue. They are group stalking on the surveillance cameras at Citibank. They are maintaining presence in that parking lot, engaging in federal stalking. They're engaging in terrorism. That's what the surveillance cameras are capturing. It is 7:04 p.m. Omnitrans is crossing path of Route 14 on the traffic cameras. License plate 1535547 and 1399979. Oh, running out of the parking lot of Citibank, escaping on surveillance cameras though. All right, they've been loitering in relevant position. They were monitoring with the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. All right, they're across the street in Citibank parking lot, stalking with their in the path with lights. Brosnan Security is stalking with light. They remain. License plate 8XIV602. License plate 7TNC402. License G789DO. The other one flees again with knowledge that I'm coming. It is 7:05 p.m. All right, license plate 8NXB842 and license plate 8FCT505. G663. AAB, I believe. Hold on. 8AAB975. 8RIP442. 8LEW772. 8PIU436. 8FWA613. 7ECW575, 8WDV421, 7HFD810, 8MHA391, 7MNT806, 6NIY693, 8EBJ947, 8UDD029. I think I read that one already. 8JLN967, AEW7033. I think I read 8UDD029. I think, yeah, I read that one. Let's see. Lucky I can't get that one. 850KH, handicap 2006 8E2, 7UOC 599, IMAWLIN, 8RJU472. 8URE439. All right, just like I showed on video last night, Metrolink monitoring while I'm being molested in directed light. That's exactly what Metrolink is doing right now. 6WMG122. 6WEW062. It's currently 7:08 p.m. I am walking south on Sierra Avenue. I'm approaching Valencia Avenue right now. $8PQC027, 5WMA468, 5BPJ274, 7FZW386, 8BNA587, 6HRK718, 6CGA578, HEMIROX, 6GBS824, Whoa. All right, license plate 91126H2. Eight ADG 605. Yeah, definitely 8 ADG 605. They just sound their car alarm as I stop to adjust my property that's maintaining noise around me. And remember, I'm in directed light, so that is P.O.C. It's 7:10 p.m. 8KYV234, 8DGS195, BK78T48, paper. This is Omnitrans and 8XGV000. Seven TPF 000 31149Z2 8NVG 643 8BRT 150 2XDK 829 8XLY 629. All right, Omnitrans stalking with peculiarized light 1545797. It's Route 66 at the Fontana Metrolink. And like I said, everybody at the Fontana Metrolink is monitoring as well. This is facilitation by Omnitrans. License 1545811. That's Route 61. Route 14. That cross path and molest with the inverted version of directed light, the magnified size of a shadow. All right, or at least I think it was this one. It's Route 14. It's parked in the space 1420032. Alrighty, I did capture video showing what is the ginormous size of my shadow. Now I have long legs, but I'm only 5'5", and my shadow is reaching across the plaza. You're seeing what is directed light that I'm standing in. That is molestation that I'm documenting. It is criminal facilitation while peculiarized light is being created by Omnitrans. This is the state's pattern of conduct that is underway. There is no business that you're running that is in any way, any form for that criminal and life-threatening system that's underway. It is 7:15 p.m. This is P.O.C. at Fontana Metrolink train station. All right, I have arrived. Getting off of bus Route 61, bus number 2351, license plate 1545811. Everyone on that bus on surveillance cameras is monitoring and engaging in the P.O.C. Even as they are getting on and getting off. Understand the P.O.C. is ceaseless and the state is engaging in ongoing molestation and filling that bus with directed light while I'm on the bus. All right, so it is currently 8:20 p.m. and I got off at Lemon and Holt, and this bus is currently stalking with peculiarized light. He is listening to me. He's using the bus as audible activity and light activity. He's monitoring. It's an older, old guy that's driving the bus. I don't know if he's Caucasian or Latino, but they're on camera, and I am at the intersection of Lemon and Hull, and the state's fake moon is directly over me. This is P.O.C.
All right, I did document the presence of the state's fake moon. All of this is relevant for these are all indicators of the pattern of conduct that I am documenting directly, but you're also looking at what the state does is it stalks with an environment. It stalks with that which is clearly not the moon, okay? Clearly not the sun. And it literally follows everywhere I go, just like the people are following and just like the government is. The people of the state are stalking with the public entity itself. 8VXW661, and this is the practicing of demonic activity, and as demented as the tactics are, that's as demented as these people are. They're demented. 8FJU065. I want to be clear, demon possession is a condition of a psychopath. All right, just because they have not been convicted of being a psycho axe killer has nothing to do with being a psychopath. All right, and being severely demented in the mindset. That's what demon possession is, by the way. That's exactly what demon possession is, and that's what third-party facilitated venue Metro 102 is indicating right now. I already documented this venue as well, monitoring with Ontario Police, and they're engaging in noise making and directed light right now. I already have a map of the entire apartment complex, so I will identify the specific apartment number of this demon-possessed stalker that's stalking with noise right now in P.O.C. It is currently 8:22 p.m. It's the corner apartment with the Metro 102 sign on the brick wall. That's the apartment that she's at. You're hearing boom, boom, boom. That's the same apartment I documented August 2020. That was the same apartment blasting music while the Ontario Police were engaging in federal stalking directly across the street. They were monitoring together. Well, they were amplifying. The state was amplifying as they were playing music, and the state was amplifying it, of course. And the state was also flying over me by playing a helicopter. This is the same venue, Metro 102. I'll go ahead and post that. Anyway, it's 8:23 p.m. Union Pacific. In directed light, that's called P.O.C. Just like I showed you on video yesterday with Metrolink, that's what Union Pacific is doing constantly. And that is P.O.C. It's 8:23 p.m. Stalking with activity 8RPU220. Directed light, amplified train activity. And my shadows are on both sides of me, just like I showed you at the Fontana Chamber of Commerce. And as I say the magic words, and that is P.O.C., and I press a button on my phone, that group stalker crosses path. That's being a stalker. They're literally sitting and driving and waiting and engaging in the P.O.C. That's stalking. That's a psychopath. And what a loser. You would think you would have something to do. I know. Wow. Yeah, anyway, all I'm doing is documenting, and I'm going to prosecute. That's called terrorism. Being a freak weirdo, that's called terrorism. It's 8:24 p.m. The stalker is at the museum stalking an airplane. The fake moon is directly over the museum. It's 8:28 p.m. That's P.O.C. That is called terrorism, okay? P.O.C. That is called the maintenance of noise. Indirect light, it's called audible activity, and that is a psychopath that is sitting around being a stalker, engaging in demonic activity, and that is when you are stalking someone with the use of noise in order to criminally monitor with a public entity, all of whom are demon possessed. That's the maintenance of noise at the museum, and this is interchanged with, again, the state stalking by plane, state stalking by Union Pacific, state amplifying third-party conduct as well, and that is literally a psychopath. That's a demon-possessed stalker.
all right, using some sort of screwdriver or something. It's 8:49 p.m. and that's amplified as well. That's why I'm sitting on the grounds of the museum and I can hear what sounds like somebody sitting right here in front of me using a screwdriver. It's called amplification, and that is a psychopath that is doing that, okay? Literally demented in the brain. This is P.O.C. at the Ontario Museum of History and Arts, subject to ongoing terrorism by the people of the state, acting in concert, acting vicariously through the public entity acting vicariously through the people of the state. This is demon possession, and all the ways in which you are seeing that demonic activity may manifest while they engage in the criminal elements of monitoring. All right, and that is what the entire demonic environment is revealing. Okay, they're engaging in criminal conduct, and while you're hearing that noise in the background, I am being molested with directed light. So it is P.O.C. and there is no doubt about it. It is 8:50 p.m. That's P.O.C. Directed light is moving across the wall in the museum, and there is also stationary directed light. That's how I have the multiple shadows that I already showed you in video. And Union Pacific is also crossing path. It's 9:25 p.m. This activity begins at the same time that Union Pacific starts riding past on a train. This is the type of stuff that psychopaths do. This is demonic activity they're monitoring. So let me also give context too. The train and this noise literally sounds like a recording of some off-brand sirens. Start at the same time that the train. Yeah, it's just noise. I'm just letting you know it's just noise. Everything that is occurring around this deliberately maintained environment is intentional. And this is a psychopath that I'm documenting. All right. So the train, that is Union Pacific. That noise and Union Pacific are activity creation methods with simultaneity to what I am doing. So as I restarted my phone, as my phone powers back up, Union Pacific drives by on the train tracks. And that sound of some off-brand siren
literally just played a tape and let it play for longer because they know I'm recording. And it's just audible activity. Flashing light across the museum wall. Directed light remains present here. Okay, I remain molested by directed light. That's how I have the more than one shadow, as I already showed in video. That is P.O.C. as I restarted my phone. And all the state is doing, the pattern of conduct, if you have not understood, it's light activity, meaning audible activity, sensational activity, okay, and relevant positioning. That is the group stalking conduct. So you are always around me while you are maintaining noise and light. That is the pattern of conduct, and it is demonic. And so you're listening to another method of maintaining noise in that environment where they are maintaining presence all around me and maintaining light. And they engage in the maintenance of such elements pursuant to what I am doing as I am doing it as well. So the psychopath just created noise in the atmosphere with some sounding of some it sounded like a toy fire truck or something, and just started playing it while the Union Pacific drives by on the train tracks, and flashing light is moving across the museum. All right, that's a psychopath. That's a weirdo. That's being a stalker. That's being a demon-possessed stalker, because this is no ordinary stalker that's following you around, hiding behind your bushes, goes to work during the day, and then stalks you when they get up. No, this is 24-hour stalking, and stalking in unheard of methods. Stalking you with light, stalking you with noise, okay? Literally following with simultaneity to what I do. That's demonic, okay? It's 9:30 p.m. and that's the ongoing element at the Ontario Museum of History and Art, where the fake moon is over the museum, okay? P.O.C. That is the demon-possessed stalker that flies in a circle and helicopter over me at the museum. It's 10:21 p.m. 10:28 a.m. The state immediately begins sounding helicopter activity again. Didn't go anywhere. You're talking about audible activity. The stalker remains. This is in directed light under the fake moon. This is demon possession by the government that's acting directly, stalking in a helicopter. This is called terrorism. It's 10:30 p.m. And this is demon possession as it's being exhibited by the states flying in a circle over the center of the museum. I have tons of videos of the state doing the same exact conduct. It's what it's doing right now at 10:31 p.m. I want to be clear, that is demon possession. That is a demon-possessed government actor stalking an American citizen using a helicopter, exhibiting the fact that they are demon-possessed, engaging in federal stalking. 10:31 p.m. That is P.O.C. That's called terrorism. That's a very, very disturbed and demented government actor, illustrative of the entire entity. The entire entity. P.O.C.